Oh, you weren't fool. Do that shit for me. What color you wearing, fool? Okay, okay. We nowhere close already. That's kind of close. It's on black. But then they really want to be, fucking smacking each other. I'm trying to see that. Man, I like that black and green.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Complete to start this drive. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off-play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Hill. That's caught. It's Dobbs. And he's dragged down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Calls his own number. Got some room in to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Green. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Sprinting away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gives you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. defense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggle the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Wide open spaces. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They want to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Green. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hill. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A strike downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Baby, I'm playing the game. I said in a little while.
Now facing a 3rd
No,
and long.
just please. And like, God, I just said I want to electric when they keep asking me questions. I am a little while. Just let me relax, please. Favor, okay.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Green. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking left. He's got an open man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking for a man. It's Hill. Setting up the screen. Creates a little room. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Flips it out on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never develops. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw at screen. Fires to the right. Makes the grab.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help a field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the comeback is on. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 18 over Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. offense will stay on the field, do you think they're just going to try to make their defense jump? On the move. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
No, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Really nice run there. And you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
and the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Hill. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Longhorns are on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finds his man. It's Manning. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. To the air, it's Green. Rushes on him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight him.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And here they come, almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line gets set. First down. The handoff. Keep working on that clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding.
Gotta be forced to. Yeah, man, look at that. Oh, you good?